Jack Williamson on drums, and Sam on bass guitar, and there's me, David Peacock, on lead guitar.
I think in 5 to 10 years' time we'd like to see ourselves on bigger and better stages, performing in front of bigger crowds, but we're not looking too far in the ahead at the moment. It's sort of baby steps to get ourselves there.
It's a hobby of mine, but also a potential career choice. Engineering's running in the family for a while. My granddad's been an engineer, my dad's been an engineer. It was something that's always interested me when obviously you look out as a child at the window and see your father underneath the car working sort of thing. I always wanted to know what makes a car tick. Always been the kind of people, me and my brother, that if we've discovered new music, it was always a case of, bro, come listen to this, see what you think. That's been our basic. We have diverged in our later years from each other. I've diverged more into the metal scene than he has. He stayed in more of the hard rock kind of stuff where I've diverged off, but it hasn't stopped us from liking the basics of the same things when it does help us in the band.
My main influence was being Duff McKagan from Guns N' Roses, because he got the same sound and style as people fingerpicking the bass by using a plectrum, and that's why I based it, because I like using the plectrum. It does give me more versatility there, but to be able to still get the same sound and quality as people fingerpicking the bass is difficult to do. February 2012 there was a Battle of the Bands coming up, and the band didn't have a bassist, and I was like, you can't do a Battle of the Bands without a bassist, so I'll fill in for you. Then they ended up getting gigs booked on the back of that, so I carried on filling it in, and they said, would you like to join? Yeah, of course I would.
I think typical sort of brothers, I think when they're younger there's the normal sort of sibling rivalry, but actually once they got sort of their teen years, yeah, like peas in a pod, which is, I must admit, yeah, it worked well. It worked for me as a parent, but I think, yeah, it brought them closer, and the fact that they're, I think, musical, but they developed independently of each other, which is good, and there's a respect between the two of them.
Art and photography, sort of GCSE years at school, so looking about year 10, which was art, starting out. I was always interested in art, even as a kid. Like I used to do drawings of cartoons and things like that, like Spider-Man. And I took it further with education in GCSE, which then I did in A-level for art as well, and I had my A-level qualifications in art and photography. Photography is I'm very visual, and obviously it's also a very creative thing. Like sometimes I'll take a photo of something and then I will then draw it, or I've done photo shoots for people and then drawn, say, their dog or them, or like portraits and things like that. So yeah, that's definitely another side of my creation, apart from the music, obviously. Mainly for myself it's AC/DC, and that's all my background of why I started playing guitar. I've been playing guitar 5 years now, so it'd probably be about 5 years ago when we were jamming. Yeah. We were learning together for the first year, me and Jake, and then we had our friend come in. He was playing for us for a while, and then progressed that way, really.
I follow similar suit, but obviously with the drummer is a lot from the Guns N' Roses era, a lot of drummers back then. They were powerful drummers, but they were simple drummers, and that was really effective. I mean, a lot of people think that to be a good musician, it needs to be complex, it needs to be difficult, but no, it's just simple, powerful music that supports the whole band, and that's for as a drummer is one of my main roles and why I started picking up, is I wanted to be the person that supported the whole band and was powerfully one of the main members in it, and to this day I think I've managed to somewhat get there.
Not to live with you all my life, all safely on my ship. I go into unknown land. At first, some of the worst, New York, burning the sand.
It was a really good night actually. They played together really well, they were really lively, it was a good night, good music, like a bit of classic rock, so good stuff. They're very lively, that's good to see in a band, they got lots of energy, they're very passionate about what they do, and it shows in the music they perform.
They may well do if they get more of an audience, it's a bigger background. Yeah, I think they could go well far.
We're based around classic rock, but we generally appreciate everything that's to do with music, live performance wise. I mean, obviously we don't always like it, but you know, you gotta appreciate everything, everyone that, you know, everything that is performed by a musician is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Well, I met this girl for the first time Saturday night. Rock and roll music, oh, it's alright. We're here to rock and roll and we'll give you a show out on the town tonight. Alright. Do you want to see a bit of nipple? Yeah. If you do, scream for me! No, well, at least I do. I get to see yourself all the time.